It's amazing. It's uncanny. In baseball, we call it batting average. If you talk to 10 people, one says yes. Now the ratio has begun. 1 out of 10. Talk to 10, get 1. Here's something interesting about the law of averages. Once it starts, it tends to continue. This is colossal information. Once a ratio starts, it tends to continue. If you talk to 10 and get 1, sure enough, chances are excellent. If you talk to 10 more, you'll get another one. Talk to 10 more, you'll get another one. Now you can compete. If you can only get 1 out of 10, you can compete, even with somebody that can get 9 out of 10. If you've been here a long time, you can get 9 out of 10. I just joined, I can only get 1 out of 10. If we have a 30-day contest, I will beat you. Say, well, how could you beat me? Here's why. During that 30 days, you talk to 10 and get 9. I talk to 100 and get 10. I beat you. Isn't that clever? This is clever stuff. And I do it for 2 reasons. I sincerely wish to win. But I do it for another very sincere reason. I wish for you to lose. And that's noble on my part. Here's why it's noble. You learn more by losing than you do by winning. Right. So I wish to give you that experience. Now, here's how I do it once I understand the law of averages. When I'm new, I make up in numbers what I lack in skill. I make up in numbers what I lack in skill. Now, who can do that? Anybody that's ambitious. Anybody with a little ingenuity. Anybody. Doesn't matter. Now, here's one more. The law of averages can be increased. You get 1 out of 10, talk to 10, get another one. Talk to 10, get another one. The 4th time you talk to 10, you get 2. Why would the 4th time you talk to 10, you get 2 instead of 1? You're getting better. You're getting better. And who can get better?
Anybody.
Anybody. Talk to 10, get 2. Talk to 10, get 2. Finally, talk to 10, get 3. I finally got up to about 3. Now, it takes more than a genius to go past like 3 or 4. But 3 will do. If you bat 300 in baseball, they pay you $4 million a year, which means you're out 7 times out of 10. 7 times out of 10, out. Make $4 million a year. Are you ready for that? So this works so well now in your business. Just jot the phrase down. You don't have to bat 1,000. You don't have to bat 1,000 to make big money. 1 out of 10 is fine. 2 out of 10 is terrific. 3 out of 10 is fabulous. Some particular incredible genius might get 4 out of 10, but 3 out of 10 is sufficient to make you rich beyond your wildest imagination. This is how I went after my friends, neighbors, and relatives when I first started recruiting. I said, look, I've got a new business and I'm getting about 3 out of 10 to join. And I don't mind you, just come to the meeting and be one of the 7. Right? Doesn't matter. You're my friend, you'll do me a favor. And so it's not important to me that you like it. It's not important to me that you join. It's certainly not important to me that you buy. It's just important to me that you listen. One of the reasons, though, I want you to hear the story is because a year from now, if I'm doing well, I don't want you to say, how come you never picked up the phone a year ago? I never got a letter, never got a call. You call me a friend? You're making all this money? You never picked up the phone. So I don't want that to happen. So for 2 reasons, I want you to see what I'm doing. So that a year from now, if I'm doing well, I can say, you know, I gave you the opportunity. But also, just as a favor, come and be one of the 7. It doesn't matter to me if you buy or join. But I need 10 to get 3. And if you're one of the 3, wonderful. If you're not, wonderful. It might matter to you. It might matter to you, but it doesn't matter to me. Now, it matters to me because we're friends, but it doesn't matter in terms of my averages. So if you decide to get rich, just learn the law of averages. You're off and running. Now, here's the second law that changed my life forever in network marketing. I learned the law of sowing and reaping. And in the law of sowing and reaping is also the story of the law of averages. Jot this down. The story of the sower comes from the Bible. I'm an amateur on the Bible, but this is such a useful story. Here's what the story says. And take the notes because the drama's in the details. The sower was ambitious. Evidently, he was ambitious. When you read the whole story, you'll conclude, yes, this was an ambitious sower. Here was number 2. He had excellent seed. The sower who sowed the seed had excellent seed. And the excellent seed can be an excellent opportunity, an excellent product, an excellent story. So we've got an ambitious sower with excellent seed. But now here's the rest of the details of the story. For your information, for the drama of your life, so you can understand things better. Learning some of this is how I got rich by age 31. Okay. Number 1, it says the sower goes out to sow the seed, but the first part of the seed falls by the wayside and the birds get it. So jot this down. The birds are going to get some of the seed. The birds are going to get some of the seed. Now you say, well, Mr. Arnold, what does that mean? Well, I invite John to come to a meeting. He said he'd be there Tuesday night. Tuesday night I show up, John isn't there. I say, John, I wonder why John didn't make it. Now I know the answer. The birds. The birds. John had this great idea of coming to the meeting to look at an opportunity, and somebody stole it and said, you're not going to go see network marketing. And he says, well, maybe not. Well, so have you jotted that down now? The birds are going to get some. Now, when the birds get some, you've got 2 options. Number 1 is to chase birds. And say, well, let me get a hold of the person that talked him out of coming to the meeting. I'll tear him a new page. But I wouldn't do this. Here's what happens if you go chasing birds. You leave the field. If you go chasing birds now, you leave the field, which is going to distract from your future, not add. So you can't chase birds and try to straighten this stuff out. Here's what it is. It's just one of those things. And here's the best comment when things are a little disappointing. Isn't that interesting? You just have to say, I thought sure he would be there. He promised me. He promised me. But I know it was the birds. And you just have to say, isn't that interesting? Now, here's the rest of the story. It says, the sower kept on sowing. See, that was the secret to his success. He kept on sowing. And if you keep sowing, you can sow more than the birds can get because there aren't enough birds. If you keep sowing, there are some birds, but there's not enough. Because the law of averages will work for you. My mentor taught me, he said, you know, Mr. Owen, there's only 9 or 10 real nasty, miserable people in the whole world. Now, he says they move around a lot, you know, and you're liable to... You'll bump into one once in a while. But when you bump into one, you say, there's only 9 more like you. I can handle that in the whole world. Okay. Now, here's what else it says. The sower now keeps sowing the seed. Now the seed falls, the story says, on rocky ground where the soil is shallow. And the rocky ground where the soil is shallow is not of your making. Because you had excellent seed and you were an ambitious sower. So the rocky ground where the soil is shallow is not of your making. But here's what it says what happened. This time, the little seed that falls in the ground starts to grow. And the little plant starts to grow. But the first hot day, it withers and dies.
I try to get great all the time.
Not an easy thing to watch. I finally get John started. Sure enough, 3 or 4 days later, somebody says, boom, and he goes, he's gone. Doesn't show up at the second meeting.
Morning.
And I say, I thought, sure, John, it'd last a week.
What week?
What happened? Jot this down. The hot weather
I have some if you want some.
is going to get some. And this is not of your making. Here's what you must say when that happens. Isn't that interesting? What can you do? The answer is nothing. You say, well, I'm going to try to change this. I wouldn't take that class. You know, the sun comes up in the east. Somebody says, why is that? I wouldn't spend much time on that.
Right.
Just let that happen. Don't go for this why stuff. I'm giving you the answers here. The answers is in the structure and the consequences and in the deal. The answer is in the deal. Anything beyond that is not worth studying. You say, well, how come some just last a little
See how
while?
she came
I
straight
wouldn't
to
sign
me
up for that
because-
class.
Yeah.
Here's the answer. Some don't stay. You just have to jot that down. And when some leaves, you say, that's one of those that don't stay. Now you know what category to put them in.
Hey.
And you can't solve this now. You can't, it's like rearranging the seasons. You can't fool with that. All you can do is cooperate with the way things are set up. I didn't set it up. You say, well, it shouldn't be this way. Well, when you get your own planet, you can rearrange this whole deal. But on this planet, you're a guest. You got to take it as it comes. Now, here was the secret to the ambitious sower with good seed. It said he kept on sowing. Now, here's what he had to do to keep on sowing. He had to discipline his disappointment. This is a key phrase now to use the rest of your life. You must learn to discipline your disappointment because you didn't set up the setup, and some are not going to stay, and that is not of your making. Now, if you made gross errors and you ran them off, see, that'd be different. Now, you're responsible for that. But if it's in the normal course of things, this is the way things are. Now, here's what it says. The sower keeps on sowing. Now it says the seed falls on thorny ground. And somebody says, well, how much of this do you have to go through? Well, hang on.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. Amazing, amazing, amazing. How is everybody feeling this morning? Grand rising, grand rising. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm feeling so blessed, so excited to be here on this morning session with the familia. Very, very excited for today's call. Hope all of you guys had a great, great morning. Hope everybody has been doing their morning routines, tapping in, getting your reading in, meditation, getting everything right for yourself. I know how important it is to make sure that everybody is vibrating at their highest right now. And each and every single one of you guys are about to really do some big, big things this year. And I'm really, really looking forward to it. So I'm excited for every single one of you guys. Yesterday's call was amazing. I had so many people hit me up on the side and were just like, man, bro, you don't understand how much I needed to hear everything that you said on that call. And I'm just so blessed and excited that, God has given us, an opportunity to grow, has given us an opportunity to learn, has given us the opportunity to become better versions of ourselves. But what I'm most grateful for is the opportunity that he has given us for us to connect with each other and become a family. Families, one of the most important things in the world. And you guys are here this morning, each and every single morning, committed to the success, committed to becoming better versions of yourself, committed to growing, committed. So I'm just grateful. I'm just thankful each and every single day for, what it is that's happening for us. So guys, keep spreading the word in the chat box. Keep spreading the word. Let everybody know that Mornings with Nano is live. We're going to have a great call this morning. It's going to be filled with a lot of value. I'm actually going to be going over one of my favorite topics. I've actually done this topic maybe 2 times in the last 2.5 years. This will be the 3rd time I do this topic, but I know how powerful this topic is. I know how many, new members we have on this, how many people who haven't probably heard it. But I want to make sure that I remind you of it because even sometimes I need the reminder of this topic. Okay, so we're going to get this call started here in a little bit, but let's spread some gratitude in the chat. What is one thing that you are grateful for this morning? Type it in the chat box. What is one thing that you are grateful for this morning? I am grateful for God. I am grateful for my health. I am grateful for my family. I am grateful for my mom, my dad, my little brother, my goddaughter, Dariana. I'm extremely grateful for the leadership dynasty family. Extremely grateful for my team, extremely grateful for, the leaders and just all the amazing success that is being created right now. I'm grateful for the momentum that we are experiencing. I'm grateful that my business is flourishing. I'm grateful that successful entrepreneurs are joining my business today. I'm grateful for, everyone who's in this house right now. for Katie. I'm grateful for my creative director, Adam, who's been killing it lately, man. He's about to have me looking like a like a GQ model on IG. So I'm just extremely grateful for everything, the wisdom, the energy. I'm grateful for today's event. I get a chance to, see my brother Matt Rosa. I'm grateful for my brother Matt Rosa. I'm grateful for Alex Morton as well. I'm just extremely, extremely grateful for just everything that's happening in my life and everything that continues to happen in my life. So thank you guys so much for everything that you guys bring to the table, and let's talk about it. All right. So today I want to go over a very special topic. Okay, and it's a topic that I know a lot of you guys can really learn from. All right. So if everybody's ready to go, if everybody's ready to learn, if everybody's ready to, get some value this morning, I don't need you to type nothing in the chat box. I just want you guys to start by liking this video. Like this video if you're ready to get some value this morning. If you're ready to get value this morning, like this video, please. If you're ready to get value this morning. All right. Just want to see who's ready to get value this morning. Okay. We have a few people ready to get value this morning. All right. Let's see. Amazing. Great stuff. Okay. So today's topic is going to be the 5 levels of self-talk. Okay. Today's topic is going to be the 5 levels of self-talk. I highly recommend you guys to take notes. I just want to cover some real quick house rules with you guys that I sometimes don't mention, but I want to make sure that you guys understand them, right? House rule number 1 is I highly recommend you guys to turn off all devices of distractions while you're on this call. You're about to learn a lot of information here, so it's important that you give this call your 100% attention, right? Because it is a proven fact that, if you're not watching this call with an intention, you're going to miss the message. And what's the point of jumping on the call if you miss the message? So give this call your 100% attention for the next 30 to 40 minutes. I will have you guys done and out of here at the hour, all right? So by 10 o'clock, I want to have you guys in and out of here, good and ready to go to your next call, because I understand that a lot of you guys have calls after this. So that's number 1. Number 2 is take notes. It's a proven fact you will forget a vast majority of the things that you don't write down. So take notes. And then number 3 is participate in the group chat for me. Like the video, subscribe, show love, post it on your Instagram, let people know that we are live and, we're running the play. All right. Somebody says you sounding like Matt Rosa. Hey, that's my mentor, right? So I got to talk like him, speak like him, act like him, and I'll get his results. That's how it works. Just make it my own. But today we're going to talk about the 5 levels of self-talk. If you guys wonder where it comes from one of my favorite books of all time. All right. What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. That's one of my favorite books of all time. And it's a great book for you to program yourself for success. Okay. Now, you guys got to understand this. All right. Your words create. Okay. All of your words create the reality that you live. Okay. So what you say to yourself every day is what creates the world that you currently live in. All right. So I want you to take a look at the world that you live in. Take a look at your job. Take a look at your living situation. Take a look at your bank account. Okay. Everything that you have today, you spoke it into existence with your words. Whether you believe it or not, you spoke it and now you're living it. Okay. You know why I believe that 100%? Because when I was broke, I would say I was broke and I would stay broke. When I was in a bad state of mind, I would talk about those things. Now, I don't know if you guys remember when I went back to New York a few weeks ago around the Thanksgiving time. Actually, no, for Christmas. I kind of got caught under the weather for a little bit, right? And for 3 weeks, for 3 days, everybody was always coming up to me, yo, Nano, are you sick, bro? I'd be like, nah, bro, I'm actually very healthy. Thank you for asking. Right? Because I understand that my words create. And it's so funny because everybody that would come up to me and ask me, Nano, are you sick? I would always say, no, I'm actually very healthy. I'm actually so grateful at how strong my immune system is. And I was really telling people that. And you know what? Within 2 days, 3 days, I was no longer sick. I was no longer under the weather because I didn't accept it into my reality. Okay, because I understand that my words create. The moment I would have said, yeah, bro, I'm sick. Yeah, bro, I'm a little bit under the weather, I would attract more reasons to stay sick, more reasons to stay. I don't know if you guys know that little trick right there, but have you ever noticed? And you know how I know it's so real? Because I remember when I used to, like, when I was under the weather and people would ask me like, yo, bro, are you sick? I used to be like, yeah, bro. And everybody I would talk to, I would be like, yeah, bro, I'm sick. Yeah, man, I'm just a little bit under the weather. I'm just down right now, so on and so forth. And you know what that used to do? More situations, more people, more circumstances to continue to keep me sick. And before I would stay sick for weeks. How is it possible that, COVID, this whole thing that's happening, has been around for almost 2 years and I've never caught it? And I'll knock on wood, but I've never caught it because I've never accepted it into my reality. Never. It doesn't exist for me. Now, I know there's people dying from it. I know there's people that actually get sick from it. And I know that some of you on this call have probably caught it. But me, I've never, ever, ever in the 2 years, I never accepted into my reality. Never. For me, it doesn't even exist. In my reality, it doesn't even exist, to be honest. Because it's all in the power of the tongue. Okay? Everything I say to myself is I am healthy, I am rich, my immune system is so strong, diseases do not exist in my body. My body is strong, my mind is strong, and I don't accept anything into my reality that I don't want. Seriously. I'm so serious. The biggest, you want me to tell you what the biggest, and I'm sorry if I'm getting into this topic, but I just want to give you guys an idea. The moment that you take a test for this, okay, and it says, yes, you have it and you accept it, that's when you catch it, for real. I want you to know that. The moment you take a test and it says you're positive and you say, yes, I accept it, I accept that I have this, that's when you really catch it. It's not, you don't catch it up until then. I want y'all to all know that. The moment you take the test and it says, yes, you have caught, so on and so forth, that's when you accept it into your reality. Because now you're allowing it to say yes. You said yes. Whatever you say yes to becomes your reality. Now, I know this is a whole topic, and it's a very sensitive topic for some people because, look, guys, even for me, I've lost family to this, okay? So I don't want to get into that whole thing, but I just want you guys to give you an idea of how powerful our minds are. Our minds are extremely powerful, all right? And our words are extremely powerful, okay? You need to understand this stuff, okay? And I tell you guys this stuff so you guys can be aware because I know where this world is headed, okay? I know, look at everything that's happening. We need to make sure that we are aware of what's going on. I only tell you guys this stuff so you can raise your awareness. And don't be scared of what's going on, okay? Because look, you need to remember this, okay? Whatever negative thought comes into your mind that you're not aware of, it will continue to go into it and it will basically destroy you slowly but surely. Okay, I want you to think of your mind as soil, right? We talked about this yesterday, right? So I want you to think about it like this. Your subconscious mind is soil, all right? And what I want you all to understand is that whatever you plant there, every thought is a seed. Think about this. I want you guys to think about this. Stick with me right here. This is important. And then I'm gonna jump into the lesson so we could, because right now I'm just kind of like talking. All right. But I want people to understand this because God is telling me to tell you guys this. All right. Our mind is like soil. Okay. Our subconscious mind, because our subconscious mind is what creates everything. Okay. Whatever thought you have is a seed. Okay. Whatever thought you have is a seed. Okay, every thought you have will be planted into that soil. Okay, whatever is planted into that soil will start to grow based on how much times you think about that thought. Every time you think about that thought, you're watering that seed, you're giving power to that seed. Okay, and with time, the more and more and more you think about that problem, the more and more you think about that thought, the more and more and more, the more that thing grows. Okay. Now, I want you guys to think about this, all right? If I plant an apple tree, if I plant an apple seed in my soil, what is going to grow? If I plant an apple seed in my soil, what would grow? If I plant an apple seed, right? If I plant an apple seed, what will grow? An apple tree. Okay, an apple tree will grow. I won't plant an apple seed and a mango tree or a strawberry tree or whatever it is won't grow, right? If I plant an apple seed, I get an apple tree. Okay, so whatever you plant, you get. So if you plant negative in your life, if you plant doubt in your life, if you plant insecurity in your life, then that's what will grow in your life. So if you doubt yourself right now, if you have been insecure about yourself right now, if things haven't been going the way that you want in your life right now, it's all because of the seeds that you planted 60, 90 days ago. The seeds that you've been planting in your life are the ones that have been growing in your life today. And you got to understand that. So, what I'm going to talk about today are the 5 levels of self-talk. Okay. And the reason why I want you guys to understand this, the 5 levels of self-talk, is because we have 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. Consciously and subconsciously, you have 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. So think about that. That's 60 to 70,000 seeds that are being planted every day in your mind. Stick with me here. Stick with me here. So how many of those, and naturally growing up, because of our environments, because of our situations, and because of where our parents grew up, and because of our generations to come, 70% of what we think about is negative, doubtful, and insecure. 70%. So you got to understand that we are set up to fail. We are set up not to be successful. It's the truth. Okay, so I'm going to teach you guys the things that you guys have to stop saying to yourself, because what you say to yourself is what's going to create the reality that you live each and every single day. Yesterday, we walked over to the Porsche Tower, me, Katie, Adam, KD. We all walk over to the Porsche Tower. And, I remember Adam tells me, yo, I can't wait to live here. I said, bro, we already live here. We already live here. What am I doing? Speaking it into my reality. Now, do I currently live at the Porsche Tower? No. But in my mind, in the spiritual world, we already live here. Okay. So we got to understand that this is very, very, very important that the things that I'm going over here. All right. So let's talk about the 5 levels of self-talk really quick. Prayers up for your grandmother, brother. Prayers up for the grandmother. Oh, for Barbara. Prayers up for your grandmother always. We will be praying for her today for sure. Okay. And anybody else who is dealing with, family issues and so on and so forth when it comes to everything. I know it gets hard out there, but I want you guys I want you guys to be the ones who stay strong mentally so you can lead by example for everybody coming up. But there's 5 levels of self-talk, okay? All right. Level 1 is the level of negative acceptance. Okay, the first level, okay, of self-talk is the level of negative acceptance. Okay, now out of all the levels, this is the lowest and least beneficial one. When you talk negative to yourself and say something bad about yourself, you accept it. Okay, and these are all words such as I can't, I wish I could, and if only I could. These are the words that you're using on a day-to-day basis that are words of negative self-acceptance. Okay, the words I can't, the words I wish I could, and the words if only I could. Think about it. Every time you say I can't wake up early, I can't read a book, I can't journal, I can't prospect, I can't seem to figure it out, I can't trade, I can't invest. Every time you say that, you have no idea how bad you're hurting yourself. Every time you say, I wish I could be a chairman. I wish I could make 6 figures. I wish I could wake up early like you do, Nano. I wish I could read as much as you do, Nano. I wish. Every time you say that, you are literally holding yourself back more than you know. If only I could. If only I could read as much as Nano. If only I could be as consistent as Nano could be. If only I can own that car. If only I could do this. If only I could. If only I could. If only I could. All level 1 self-talk works against you. And guess what? This is the most frequently used one by everyone. Think about that. All level 1 self-talk works against you. All of it. All of it. No sound. Sorry. All level 1 self-talk works against you. Think about how many times you've heard people say things like, yo, bro, I no longer have the energy to build this business. Today's not my day. I just don't feel it right now. I woke up tired. I can't do anything today. You basically right there, you just created your whole reality for yourself right there and then. Think about what you just said. I no longer have the energy to build the business. I feel tired. I can't do this. And you lost. Like Ricardo said in the chat, you lost, bro. You automatically lost the moment you say that. I hear people wake up and say those things. I see people post that in their stories, and I'll be like, bro, I already know you're going to have an okay day. I see people wake up and put in their stories, I woke up feeling so tired today. This sucks. Good luck on your day today, fam. There's times I woke up tired, but I say, wow, I feel so good right now. I woke up filled with energy. Because remember, the same effort that it takes to say I can't is the same energy that it takes to say I can. So you woke up and said, you're tired, you're exhausted, You don't know if you could go out and do your morning routine. I woke up and said, I'm excited, I'm blessed, I'm filled with energy, and I can't wait to do my morning routine. Look at the difference. Look at the difference in vibration. Think about that vibration right there. When you say, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and I can't. Would you guys say that's a low vibration, or would you guys say that's a high vibration? Think about that. Would you guys say it's low vibration or high vibration to speak like that? Low vibration. Because you said, I can't. You said, I'm tired. You're literally affirming that I am tired. I am exhausted. I can't do this. This is level 1 of self-talk, which is the level of negative acceptance. You are accepting that you're tired. You are accepting that. Think about how many times you have said this year that you are stressed. I am stressed. I can't catch a break. How many times have you said that to yourself already? But then they're the ones complaining. Oh, man, I'm not getting success, Nano. Nano, I can't seem to grow my business. But look at how you talk to yourself. Look at how you talk to yourself, and you telling me that you want success, but you woke up yesterday and you said you can't, and that you're tired and that you're exhausted and you're stressed, but you want success. That's what I said yesterday. Some of us on this call might need 3 months of self-development, self-work before you can even clear up the soil so you can plant seeds. Some of us have been planting such bad seeds in our minds that these trees have already grown. You guys have a garden of negative plants in your mind that you have to cut off and stop feeding before you can actually start doing something. For real, for real. You got to clear the weeds. Did you guys know, Nano, me, I had to work on myself for 6 months straight. 6 months for me to get rid of all the weeds and for me to clear up my garden. It took me 6 months of working on myself. No results. No results. How many of you guys can do that? How many of you guys can go 6 months with no results to clear out your soil, to clear out your garden? And what I mean, and I love that you said that, Aaron, and what I mean by no results, I'm talking about the money that everybody's looking for, because in reality, you shouldn't be looking for the money. What you should be looking for is who you become. Who you become is the results. I didn't care about the money. I did it for 6 months, and I when I started, I was making $2,000 a month, and when I ended it, I was still making $2,000 a month. But who I became was different. And then you know what? Because I worked on myself for 6 months, you know what happened the next 90 days? I went from $2,000 a month to $12,000 a month. Boom. Just like that. Just like that. Boom. I worked on myself for 6 months, but 90 days after that, I went from $2K a month to making $12K a month. Look at how that works. And everybody was like, but how, Nano? But how did you do it, bro? You know, just the other day you were making $2K a month and now you're making $12K a month. But what they didn't see was the 6 months that I spent by myself in my room, reading the books, listening to the audios, reading my mind, understanding myself. Bro, it got so real. It got so real when I was on this journey to clear my mind that I had a Post-it on my laptop, on this same laptop right here. I would put a Post-it on my laptop, and I had it split in half, right? Positive thoughts, negative thoughts. And every negative thought I have, I will tally it. Boom, boom. Damn, negative thought. You doubted yourself right there, Nano. Negative thought. Damn, Nano, you said you can't. You said you wish. and I would count them. I was sitting in my room by myself. I call all my friends off. I call everybody off. Bro, I even cut my mom and dad off. Literally. My mom was scared at one point. She was it something that we did? You know, she came in the room and she was like, was it something that we did? Was it something that we said? Like, you don't come to the living room no more. Like, I was just in my room. My mom would bring me my food. She would bring me water. I wouldn't even step out into the room because I couldn't afford anybody to pour information into me that wasn't going to pour information into me that was valuable. I couldn't afford it. I didn't want to hear my mom tell me that this business doesn't work. I didn't want to hear my dad tell me, go get a job, go be a cop, go be a firefighter. I didn't want nobody to call me. All my friends stopped hitting me up because they thought that I didn't want to be friends with them anymore. They would call me, yo, Nano, come down. Nah, bro, I'm chilling. I'm staying right here. Yo, Nano, what's good? 5'5". Nah, bro, I got to read today. Yo, Nano, there's a fire-ass party, bro. Everybody's going over there, girls, the whole nine. Nah, bro, I actually got a project I got to work on, OG. I got to evaluate myself tonight. I got to get myself ready for tomorrow. I got a big day ahead of me tomorrow. I got to be up at 5:55. You know what I'm saying? I separated to elevated because my negative self-talk was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. And it took for me to sacrifice everything in order for me to gain everything. Listen to that one more time. It took for me to sacrifice everything in order for me to gain everything I wanted. Because like they say, if you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice. And some people are not willing to make those sacrifices, and that's okay. But you won't get the results that you want. That's the truth. I had to cut everybody off. Music for months didn't even exist in my house. I couldn't listen to music. I would get invited to places to hang out with people. And personal development at all times. Jim Rohn at all times. Kevin Trudeau at all times. Headphones in, let's listen. On the train, personal development. Working out, personal development. I'm going to go to the store. I got to go get some juice. I got to go get something for my mom, personal development. Music did not exist to me for months. Now, for some people, like I said, guys, what worked for me might not work for you guys. Some of you guys, you guys are music creators, the whole nine, blah, blah, blah. But for me, I just didn't want to hear music about killing girls, hoes, this. I didn't want to hear that. I didn't have the awareness and I didn't have the results that I wanted in order for me to have that pleasure. Nothing, no music, personal development all day, every day. I would fall asleep to it. I would wake up to it. Nothing else. I didn't want to listen to it. Didn't want to listen to it. Okay. And this one is the most important one. All right. A lot of people say they're going to try to do things. That's you holding yourself back. I'm going to try. TRY means truly resisting yourself. I'm going to try to read, Nano. I'm going to try to wake up early. Okay. See if trying gets you successful. See how far trying gets you. See how far trying gets you. And you know what's funny, guys? Everybody we know, people have lived their whole lives using level 1 of self-talk. Everybody that we know growing up has grew up using level 1 of self-talk. everybody we grow up around uses level 1. Type of 1 in the chat box if majority of the people that you know and your friends use level 1 and use level 1 of self-talk. Let's be honest. Type of 1 in the chat box. If majority of the people that you know, you grew up around, you hung up, if they use the words I can't, if they use the words I am tired, I am stressed, I am overwhelmed, I am this, if they use the words I'm gonna try, if they use the words I can't, I wish I could, if only I could, they're all using level 1 of self-talk. That's why I work hard every single day. I know I don't use the words I can't. I know I don't use the words I wish I could, barely. Okay. And I know I don't use the words if only I could. Okay. I never say I am tired. I never say I'm exhausted, no matter how tired I am. It doesn't matter how stressed I could possibly feel. I will never say I am stressed. Okay. If I ever use the word try, I use it in the right way. Okay. Because it's not that you can't use the word try at all. I don't want you guys to say that you can't use the word try, because there's certain concepts that you can use it for. All right. It's about the intention behind the way that you use the word that is also very important. But there's certain things that you can't use the word try for. Okay. That's very important that you guys understand that. Okay. Because it still does have a definition and it can still be used, but it can't be used when it's going to affect you, when it's going to go against you. That's what you don't want to use it for. Okay. And that's why I'm so aware. There's times, look, guys, there's times that I'm having conversations with people, and because I'm aware of the words of -1 of level 1 self-talk, I can see why they're unsuccessful just by the way that they're talking to me, because I hear the words I can't, I hear the words I try, I hear the words I wish I could. And the moment I talk to somebody and I hear those words, I know exactly why they are where they are. Just because of that. Just because of that. Right there. Off the back. And I call them out right there and then. I'm like, yo, just look. I just be like, yo, just look, sorry. I'm sorry. Just stop talking. This is why you're not where you want to be. I need the charger. My laptop's on 2%. Please. Grab it fast, please, because my laptop's about to die. So, level 1 is a bad level. Okay, you got to understand that. Level 1 is a bad level. Let's go to level 2, because I spent way too much time on level 1. Way too much time. Okay. Okay, we're good. It's not gonna die. I even noticed. Okay. Level 2 is the level of recognition and need to change. Okay, so I'm gonna go through the rest of the levels, because in reality, level 1 is the one that we spent the most on. Level 1 is the one that majority of us spend the most time on. All right. Level 2 is characterized, all right, when you start to use the words I need to and I should. For example, level 2 is characterized by I need to, I ought to, or I should. Why does this work against us? Because it recognizes a problem but creates no solution. Why does this work against us? Because it recognizes a problem but no solution. I need to start working out. Put a 2 in the chat box if you ever said that. I need to start working out. Put a 2 in the chat box if you ever said that. That is level 2 self-talk right there. I need to start working out. What does that mean? There's a problem, but there's no solution. Okay, I need to start working out basically recognizes that you're not working out, which means that that's the reason why your body and your physical health is not where it needs to be. So it recognizes a problem but no solution. How many of you guys have said, I need to get more organized? What is that saying? You're not organized. You know you need to make a change, but you're not. Okay? What level 2 does for people, it creates guilt, disappointment, and acceptance of your own self-imagined inadequacies. Okay? So level 2 creates guilt, disappointment, and acceptance of your own self-imagined inadequacies. I need to make more money. How many of you guys know people who said that one? I need to make more money. What does that say? You don't have money. Instead of saying, I need to jump on mornings with Nano, say, I get to jump on mornings with Nano. You don't need to do things to get things. You got to understand that. Instead of saying, I need to get more organized, how about you say, I am working on getting more organized. I'm working on being more consistent going to the gym. I'm working on. Because when you say I am working on, it shows progress rather than lack. Think about that. Instead of me saying I need to get more organized, okay? Instead of me saying I need to get more organized, I can say I'm working on getting more organized. And it's funny because now I'm more organized. I've been saying that I am working on getting more organized. I don't say I need to get more organized. I need to work out. No, I'm working on being more consistent with working out. I need to do my morning routine. No, I'm working on being more consistent with my morning routine. Because if you say you need to, that recognizes a lack. It recognizes that you're not doing it. So guess what? If you continue to think about it like that, if you continue to talk about yourself like that, then you will continue not to do it. Everybody understand that, guys? Type a 3 in the chat box if you understand that. All right. This is level 2 that we're going through. And it accepts all your self-imagined insecurities. Because if you're continuing to tell yourself that you need to do things, it's not going to work for you. All right. So that's level 2. All right. Level 2, like I said, is the level of recognition and need to change. All right. Level 3 is the level of decision to change. Level 3 is the level of decision to change. Okay. Level 3 is the first level that starts to work for you instead of against you. Right? This is where now you're using the words I never or I no longer. I no longer have a problem being organized. I no longer have a problem going to the gym. I no longer have a problem waking up early and doing my morning routine. I no longer have a problem with jumping on mornings with Nano. You no longer have that problem. You no longer have that thought. You got to understand that. You got to see this stuff as a beautiful way for you to grow. Like I said, when you say I need, you recognize a problem but no solution. But when you say I no longer have a problem, it reaffirms that you're now making progress. Think about it. If you say I need to jump on mornings with Nano, it recognizes that you're not jumping on mornings with Nano. So you're going to feel guilty and you're going to feel bad about yourself. But if you say, I no longer have a problem with jumping on mornings with Nano, it recognizes that that's no longer a problem and that now you're making progress. Your words create. if you're recognizing a problem and no solution, and that's what you're creating, guess what? More problems are going to continue to show up in your life with no solutions in your life. Right? It's like someone who says, I need to stop smoking weed. You need to stop smoking weed. You recognize the problem, but there's no solution. I need to stop. How about you say, I no longer have a problem. I no longer have a problem with smoking weed. That's so important. I never smoke anymore. I never smoke anymore. I know some people don't want to hear that, but some of us on this call need to give up the blunt in order for us to go up. Because trust me, I gave it up. Some of you guys spend more time smoking than you do working on yourself. Let's be honest. Some of us spend more time high than sober. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Let's be 100% real on this call. Some of you guys spend more money on weed than you do on books. Let's talk about it. If I were to ask you guys, how much money have you invested into books this year and how much money have you invested into weed this year, I can almost guarantee you that you've spent more money on weed than you have on books. Guarantee you. But that's just me though. And if you don't smoke, this is not for you. But if the shoe fits, wear it. If the shoe fits, wear it. I'm telling you guys, if you give more time to that than you do to your dreams, perfect. You know what I do? Instead of me spending it on that, I take that money and I put it into crypto. Weed isn't making me any money. Put it into crypto. All the money I save, crypto, NFTs, digital land. While you guys are spending your money on that, guess what I'm doing? Boom, 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 investing. You want me to give you guys a play right now? Download Coinbase, go to the coin Solana, and put reoccurring payments every single week, every Friday, to take out money from your bank account to invest into a coin called Solana. Solana, Solana. And just have it reoccurring payments every single week. And just thank me a year from now, 2 years from now. And that's it. You want a crypto play? You want to know what to invest into? Do that one. Watch what happens to your life. Okay? But going back to it so we can wrap it up here, level 3, right, is when you start using I no longer. I no longer. All right? That's level 3. Level 4 is the level of the better you. Number 4 is the level of the better you. This is now the most effective kind of self-talk that we can ever use. It is needed most if you want to get to the level that you want to get to in life. You got to understand this. This is where now you use the words I am, but with positive words. I am organized. I am aware. I am wealthy. I am chairman. I am rich. I am. Okay. Somebody said crypto is down bad. Exactly the reason why you want to invest now. Exactly the reason why you want to invest now. It's for sale. That's exactly what it is. It's for sale. Not down bad. It's for sale. It happens to all markets. It's for sale. Okay, so you got to understand this stuff. I am a crypto millionaire. I am an NFT millionaire. I am. But remember, write this down. It's not about saying it, it's about feeling it. I am a crypto millionaire. Let's go. Woo! That feels so good to say that. I am top 10 most influential people in the world. Let's go. I am. I feel it. I feel that. Is he on weed? No, I'm just high on life. That's the difference. That's the difference. Your words must align. Listen to this. Your words and your actions must align in order for you to get the results. So if you say I am organized, then you must be organized in order for you to get the results. If you say I am wealthy, you must talk, you must walk, and you must act like a wealthy person. If you say I am resilient and a challenge comes in your life and you're not resilient, then your words do not match up with your actions. It'll never work. The words must match the actions. Very key. Okay, that's level 4. Level 4, all right, is the level of the better you. This is where now you're speaking only positive, empowering words. Positive and empowering words is all you speak now. All right, with level 4. And then last but not least, level 5, all right, is the level of universal affirmation. Last one. Level 5 is the level of universal affirmation. This is when everything has been accomplished and you are aware of all your self-talk and you are aware of everybody's self-talk around you. That's what level 5 is. The level of universal affirmation. This is when you've accomplished everything. You are aware of all of your self-talk, everything you say, and you are aware of other people's self-talk. This is where I'm working on right now. This is where I'm at right here. Where I'm aware of the self-talk that I use, people use, everything around me. This is where I'm at. Now, am I still working on other levels? Yes, I'm still working on getting better at, I've caught myself saying I need to. I need to make sure that I remember that I need to say, instead of I need to, is I need to say I no longer have a problem, okay, doing this. Okay. I'm glad that I did this because it was a good reminder that I needed. Because there were certain things that I was saying that I wasn't supposed to be saying. That's why they say it's good to reread books, because when you reread them and you reteach these things, you get a good reminder of these things. And now I remember this again. It had been a few months since I last taught this. Some of us needed to hear this morning. So understand this. This is so important. All right. So to wrap up, the 5 levels of self-talk. Number 1 is the level of negative acceptance. This is when you use the words, I can't, I wish I could, and if only I could. This is the one that works least against you. Okay. But it's the most frequently used one. All right. Level 2 is the level of recognition and need to change. Okay. This is when you start to use the words I need to, I should, I ought to. And this one basically creates a problem. No, it recognizes a problem, but creates no solution. All right. And level 2 also creates guilt, disappointment, insecurities, and so on and so forth. All right. Number 3, all right, level 3 is the level of decision to change. All right, this is the level of decisions to change. All right, this is when you finally recognize, this is where everybody here should be, where you all recognize that you need to change now. Instead of saying the words I need to, All right. Now you're going to say, I no longer have a problem with waking up early. I no longer have a problem with jumping on mornings with Nano. I no longer have a problem getting organized. Instead of saying, I need to get organized, I need to work out, I need to jump on mornings with Nano, say, I no longer have a problem doing those things. It'll make a big change. Trust me, because I've started to do that. All right. I've been doing this. I've been doing this for 2 years already, guys. Trust me, everything you guys see today is because I accomplished it through the things that I'm teaching you guys right now. All right. Level 4 is the level of the better you. This is where now, you're using affirmations, positive, encouraging, and empowering affirmations. I am organized. I am wealthy. I am a crypto millionaire. But remember, it's not about saying it, it's about feeling it. All right. They say that I am is the 2 most powerful words in the dictionary. Okay. And then number 5 is the level of universal affirmation. This is when everything has been accomplished and you are aware of all your self-talk and other people's self-talk. Very, very important. Our goal right here is to get to level 5. Level 5 is the key. Okay. So type a 5 in the chat box if you're going to strive to become a level 5 self-talk speaker to yourself, right? Type a 5 in the chat box if that's your goal. All right. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, guys. So with that being said, puffer days. Puffer season. All right. So with that being said, guys, we're going to do a little quick prayer. And if you guys want to know what book it comes from this book right here, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, Powerful New Techniques to Program Your Potential for Success. It is written by Shad Helmstetter. Great, great book. I highly recommend you guys to read it. It's going to be really, really dope. And great, great book. And that's just one chapter. That was just one chapter. He goes into way more deeper stuff. I actually need to go back and reread it. All right. But with that being said, quick prayer for all of us before we go. Let's talk. Let's pray. Father God, thank you so much for blessing us with another beautiful day, filled with your grace, filled with your abundance. Thank you so much for providing us with the wisdom and the lesson that you taught us today about the different levels of self-talk. We've realized that we've been using a lot of self-talk that has been working against us and hasn't helped us accomplish what it is that we want to accomplish. And it's because we have been talking to ourselves in a very bad way. Honestly, some of us are talking so bad to ourselves that we don't even talk that bad to other people around us. So I'm so thankful, God, that you have increased our awareness of our self-talk. And the fact that you made that the lesson today, I know that a lot of people needed to hear that message in here today, God. So thank you so much for speaking through me today, God. Thank you so much for the lessons that you continuously teach us and the wisdom that you provide us with. We ask that you continue to increase our awareness, that you continue to help us with our self-talk, and that most importantly, you continue to guide us and protect us during these times. Father, we pray that you put your healing hand over each and every single individual in here that is dealing with any kind of sicknesses, diseases, any family member of theirs that need the healing hand, God. Continue to put your hand over them and continue to put your hand over us, your hand of protection over us, protecting us from anything that doesn't serve us, protecting us from any diseases that can potentially slow us down. We are healthy. We are strong. Our immune systems are developed, and we don't allow anything that we don't want into our reality. We don't accept it, God. So continue to guide us. Continue to show us the way. Let's go out there and have a productive day. We love you so much. In your name we pray. Amen. Amen, amen, amen. God, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys. So blessed, so excited to be here today. I hope all of you guys got a lot of value from this morning's call. I'm looking forward to what it is that we're going to be talking about tomorrow as well. I have some good topics for you guys. I've been thinking about what value I'm going to bring to the family so that you guys can get a lot of value. But with that being said, stay plugged in. Tap in. If you got value from this call, like this video. All right, if you guys could do me that favor, let's get this to over 500 likes. We're at 412. If you like this video, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Show some love. Let's like this video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, guys, subscribe to the channel. We've been getting really, really good content that's on the way. So, this is super key. Also, season 3 of the podcast, has been out for some time now. We're wrapping up the last few episodes of it before we start working on season 4, which is going to be incredible. But with that being said, guys, tap in with all the podcasts. We have it on Apple, Amazon Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio. We are everywhere with it, guys. So make sure that you guys are tapped in with that. And like I said, show love, show appreciation, leave a comment, leave a review, and let's get to work, because we have a lot of amazing things happening for us each and every single day. All right, guys. Love y'all so much. Thank y'all for your love. Thank y'all for your support. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow for another episode of Mornings with Nano. Let's run it. All right. And if you guys want more information on how to get into, Solana and how to start to invest into these cryptos and NFT, reach out to me on Instagram and just DM me crypto, and I'll get you guys plugged in. Have a blessed day.
You got my text?